So it's today, probably the 28th of January or 29th or I don't know what. And it's some nice overcast wispy clouds up there, making it very pleasant out. Perfect day for a walk. Get dog. And today I'm tired. I had a visitor that was great. It did not turn out very well because the plan didn't. I tried to be as straightforward as I could be in describing like a 20-minute walk through the forest or a shitty road, which neither one of them would have worked for them. Their car that they rented was tiny. It would have had trouble on the long road, and there's no way it could have made it on the short road that I can't officially use anyway. And one of them was in a state where they weren't able to walk, just health-wise, at all. And so suddenly we had a person trapped in town waiting for what I thought was going to be like a, nice visit, walk around the forest and check the place out. We've been talking about it for a while. And the other lady, unfortunately, was sick. And after about 5 minutes going up the trail, she realized there's no way she's going to make it, which I kind of knew as soon as I saw her walking. So one guy came out for a shorter time because he had people waiting for him. We did have a very pleasant chat. He's a very energetic, smart guy. He seems really nice. Weird shit I said to him, he'd say some odd variation of related shit back. And, those are enjoyable conversations. He seems to have pretty good ethics, probably. We're both very interested in the idea of figuring out who's good and bad and what good and bad even are. But those are decisions we have to make, and good and bad don't have to be morally good or bad, but sometimes they're just not compatible. So there's different types of good and bad. There's the difference between like killing people and like being a person who shouldn't be making appointments because they can't control their own schedule and are late all the time. And that can be solved by not making appointments with them. I really like the idea of going around people's flaws rather than having to be a point of continual conflict. It's like, well, there's some people who just shouldn't be near each other. I mean, there's some people I meet, it's very rare, but some people I meet, and I don't like them as soon as I meet them. Maybe their face reminds me of somebody somehow. I don't even remember who. Or their speech pattern. Or just some combined collection of dynamics in them cause me to dislike them instantly. Now, that seems like a weakness on my part, and it certainly is a great thing to think about. Why am I such a judgmental prick in those cases? Totally reasonable, and I do wonder that. And I do see those people as potential learning opportunities for wondering why am I reacting that way? Especially the quicker the judgment is, because that's the more likely it is to be useless and wrong. And so it's not like I'm saying we should all learn to get along with each other. I don't think we should. I think we should adjust the design of our communities, our buildings, our towns, communities, families, social groups, friendships, adjust them so they serve us better, and we take a realistic look at how we are. And that's a very tricky thing. Some people into racist and sexist stuff would say, well, we should segregate. It's really interesting. Before, we were going to try not to segregate to bring society together, and I actually prefer that. And now the people who say they're against racism say, well, we have to have our own race, our own racial group. We have to be protected. We have to be separate. It's like, wait a minute, I thought that was kind of not the idea. And I still remain that I think that's a bad idea. That promotes racism. And in sexism, I don't really care if there are women and men specific spaces, particularly for a time. If you feel a need that it's important for you that you're around people of your own gender, and you believe the people of the other gender are causing you difficulties that you're having trouble with, which might mean they're bad people you're hanging out with, but I understand that. And I can even understand setting up, if you really need to, sexist communities, and I suppose racist ones too, but it seems to me to be a failure of, because I know I don't want to be, who cares what I want? We're talking about other people's needs, but I would like a community that has a mix of everybody, racially and sexually. That's simply not the types of attributes I'm going to discriminate on. I'm going to discriminate very heavily on other attributes, and I want us to be discriminatory. But that's dumb reasons to discriminate, and we kind of know that, I think. Well, apparently we don't all know that. In fact, apparently people are sexist and racist all the time. That's the impression I'm getting. Now, that's not the impression I used to have when I lived in society, so it could be it's just a symptom of me being online, and people are total pricks online. Dumbasses. Very common. Fucking motherfucker. In a way, it's good that my legs hurt. It's so twisted. You can just see things the opposite way. That's one of my problems. That's why I'm nuts. Because I can see things opposite ways at the same time. I don't think most people can apparently do that at all. That's my impression, is that they can't. Hi, honey. God damn, she's a cute little doggin.